In a world full of stunning scenery, ancient ruins, and thrilling experiences, there are a few tourist locations that attract the adventurous, daring, and fearless explorers of the world. In this video, we will be talking about such types of destinations, where the beauty of nature is only matched by the dangers it poses. So stay tuned and enjoy the video. Drakensberg Grand Traverse, South Africa. This 220-kilometer Dragon Mountains path takes anywhere from 6 to 12 days to traverse and is considered to be a true test of stamina and endurance. According to government figures, by 1985, 55 people had died here. Although the counting was later stopped, there are still deaths on the road every year. There are 8 checkpoints along its length. The trail starts at the Sentinel parking lot and ends at Bushman's Neck border crossing. On the trail, the hiker must keep a steady pace on the sloping terrain and gain about 1,000 meters daily. The struggle begins at the first meters when the traveler carrying a big rucksack has to climb 2 nearly vertical ladders made of thin chains to get to the peak of the ridge. This will be the first of the 30 ridges that will be covered along the way. Those who have completed the trek say that the breathtaking views and the feeling of absolute serenity with nature were worth the effort. Death Valley National Park, California, USA. Death Valley is the hottest and driest national park in the US, and it lives up to the name. In the 19th century, thousands of miners were killed on its land as they made their way from one place to the next, journeying in search of gold. While there are far fewer deaths in our time, Death Valley is still a deadly place, killing up to 10 people annually. The main hazard to visitors is the excessive heat. Summer temperatures can reach plus 50 degrees C during the day, while plus 57 degrees C is the highest temperature recorded for a substantial dip at night. Death Valley is also home to some of the world's most dangerous wildlife, including black widow spiders and desert-dwelling sand dunes. Flash floods, mudslides, and the risk of running into an illegal marijuana farm are also common. So what brings visitors to this dangerous place? Well, for one thing, it's the weird environments. Death Valley is home to colorful mountains and sand dunes. Salt-covered plains are home to salt-dwelling plains. The most popular spots at this location are Dante's View with its panoramic views, Zabriskie Point with its dramatic vistas, the dried-up racetrack Playa Lake with its shifting boulders, Artist's Palette's Rainbow Hills, and the amazing Mosaic Canyon. Darvaza Gas Crater, Turkmenistan. The fiery crater of the Darvaza is the most famous and deadly monument in Turkmenistan. It is located in the heart of the Karakum Desert and is called the Doorway to Hell. The crater is 69 meters in diameter and 30 meters deep and is full of natural gas that burns continuously. It has been burning for almost half a century. It is unclear why the crater developed and then burned. The most likely explanation is that the crater developed in the 1960s during oil drilling in a region close to the Darvaza village. The drilling rig was placed in the area where an underground gas pocket had formed. When the hole was opened during drilling, the ground and all equipment collapsed, and natural gas started to leak out of the hollow. Darvaza is visited by about 6,000 visitors each year, which is quite an impressive figure considering the government issues about 8,000 visa applications annually. Most people visit the crater after dark when it is at its most impressive. And if anyone is planning to visit, please don't go near the crater's rim, because it has an unstable structure that can break down under your feet. Also, the gas doesn't burn all the way through, so inhaling it can be dangerous to your health. Wild animals and insects are also dangerous as they are attracted to the heat. Everest, Nepal. Everest is considered by many climbers to be a test of skill and stamina. It is also, without a doubt, one of the most dangerous places on Earth. The formidable 8,849 meters of the mountain prepares its climbers for many dangerous situations, such as ice flows, deep fractures in the snow, rock slides, avalanches, wind, sudden changes in the weather, and extremely cold temperatures of minus 30 degrees Celsius or lower. But what happens to your body as you climb is what is most dangerous. The air is so thin at 3,600 meters that only 60% of your body's oxygen is available. Even a short stay there increases your risk of blood clots, which can cause heart attacks, strokes, and swelling of the lungs. Lack of oxygen can lead to coughing bouts, shortness of breath, choking, general weakness, and changes in consciousness from mild to severe hallucination. The death zone starts at 8,000 meters, where survival is impossible without oxygen. Everest has killed more than 300 climbers in the last 100 years. The Himalayan Rescue Service says that about 200 of the dead have been permitted to rest on top, as it is technically difficult and expensive to bring their remains down. Kbolten, Norway. Another popular and dangerous tourist location is Kbolten in Norway, which takes your adrenaline to the next level. This massive rock is wedged between two vertical boulders about 1 kilometer above the Lysefjord. The only way to get there is to do a 12-kilometer hike. You will have to go down and up several times during the entire hike. Because of the wet conditions, most of the track is on bare rock, which is extremely slippery and dangerous. Therefore, it is best not to go when the weather is foggy or rainy. Those who manage to make it to the top of the Kbolten will be rewarded with beautiful views from the Kbolten Plateau and the chance to take the classic shot of standing on top of the Kbolten. You will have to ascend it by walking on a small rock ledge where your chest is against the rock. For your protection, there is a ring which you can hold in your hand. Even in dry weather, there is a risk that you will slip off the rock or stumble and slide down the rounded surface. Yosemite Half Dome, California. Half Dome is the longest, the most dangerous, and the most exciting trekking route in Yosemite. For centuries, the summit of Half Dome was thought impossible to reach. That changed in 1875 with the discovery of holes in the monolithic wall of the mountain. These holes were used to install cables which made the ascent easier. Today, about 50,000 people attempt to climb Half Dome annually, though not all make it to the top. Many are rescued by rangers in the area, but some are killed. In rainy weather, the ropes and the granite boulders get very slippery. The most dangerous part of Half Dome is the Slabs of Death, where many hikers have fallen. Climbers can also be struck by lightning when they are on or close to the top. There have been at least 5 such incidents, and 2 of them were fatal. Another risk is altitude sickness, which can cause dizziness, nausea, and heart problems. Finally, there is the risk of running into a black bear on the route. Those who overcome all obstacles and make it to the summit will be rewarded with breathtaking views of Yosemite. Danakil Depression, Ethiopia. Located in northern Ethiopia's desert, the Danakil Depression is one of the hottest places on Earth, and therefore one of the most dangerous. The average summer temperature is plus 63 degrees Celsius, and the average soil temperature is plus 70 degrees Celsius. However, hundreds of adventurous travelers come here and risk their lives to see the strange sights of the desert. The Danakil is home to 3 volcanoes, Ayalu, Dalal, and Erta Ale, the latter of which is the only place in the world to have 2 lava lakes simultaneously. Many hot springs spring up from the desert's surface, surrounded by intricately carved terracotta and terracotta-like terraces of orange and yellow salt deposits. The huge Lake of Dalal is very beautiful, and its beaches sparkle in a range of colors from lemon to purple, and its water is green, and it really boils, which can reach up to plus 110 degrees Celsius. The air in the desert is poisonous, and not only is it hard to breathe, but it can cause you to lose consciousness and suffer burns and severe poison. Ashan is one of China's sacred holy mountains, which is considered sacred by Taoism. It is located in the Shaanxi province, in the center region of the Celestial Empire. It has 5 peaks: South Peak, East Peak, West Peak, North Peak, and Central Peak. The first peak is 2,154 meters, and this is the famous Trail of Death. It was used by Taoist monks to climb to the top of the mountain and reach the temple. Nowadays, it is used by travelers who want an extreme adrenaline rush while enjoying the beautiful scenery. The temple is now a tea cafe where the brave ones can relax. The path is a 2-plank wide wooden plank that follows the curve of the high cliff. It stretches hundreds of meters over a gorge, and there are no guards or obstacles. The only way to cross it is by pushing against stone walls and holding onto the shackles attached to them. A short rope serves as a safety net. Even the toughest adrenaline junkies should think carefully before starting the journey. The tracking lasts about 30 minutes, and if you make a mistake, it could cost you your life. But that doesn't stop hundreds of people from coming every year to try out their skills. So there you have it, my friend, the world's most dangerous tourist destinations. And if you want to know about the tourist spots where people don't live anymore, watch this video. Thank you for watching the video, and if you like this video, please press the like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this.